Okay, guys, now we are live on YouTube. Hello, YouTube. My name is Andrea. I am here for another English conversation. I have with me Brizola, Mario, Maria, and Erica in this Friday night. And today we are going to talk about what does being happy mean to you. So I have shared a video with the guys just to warm up the conversation. But before I will start, let me explain a little bit how Talk and Talk works. Um, Basically, Talk and Talk is a platform, and here we have English, Spanish, Italian, French, and German to practice, okay? This is not a class, this is just an immersion. I am not a teacher, I am a student too, and I am here to develop my speaking skills as you guys. So don't be afraid to make mistakes because we are in a safe place to do that. No one here will judge you or correct you, but make sure that everybody that's participating on Talk and Talk is going to learn a lot because this is a real environment to practice our speaking skills, okay? So that's it. Today will not be necessary to open another room. I think you can stay here together, okay, guys? We are in five, so I believe that we can have a great conversation. And we always start the conversation introducing ourselves. So, Brizola, would you like to start, please?
Yes, hello guys, good evening. My name is Lucas Brizola. I am 29 years old and I live in Sorocaba, city in Encontro inside of São Paulo. I am single and I have a dog named Mel, a Shih Tzu that is smaller than a bag of rice. In my free time, I like to read, watch movies and series, listening to music. I am quite eclectic, listening to everything from technobrega to rock, everything, and enjoy nature and travel whenever possible. One of my favorite foods is candles of lasagna and the baked rice, and I am addicted to ice cream. Oh my gosh, I love the ice cream. All my weekends, I like to quick activities like going to mall or to cinema, eating, etc. I've been working in recruitment and selection area for 14 years, 7 years focus in recruitment technology professionals, a tech recruiter. I still fighting to unlock my English here at TALKTNTALK in February. This year I am great results and I still focus so hashtag fluent English. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Brizola, for coming. And let's go with this hashtag, right? Maria, it's your turn, please.
Hello, everyone. My name is Maria. I'm from Salvador, Bahia. I've been here for a long time, also in English and Spanish immersion. I really love language. I think that's a good way to understand a new culture and practice. And I love talking, reading, get out, hang out with my friends. I know that is all.
Thank you, Maria. Erica, please.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Erica. I live in Belo Horizonte, Minas Gerais. I have a bachelor's degree in nutrition and I'm postgraduated in clinical nutrition. In my free time, I enjoy a lot to swim. For me, it's so relaxing and refreshing. And about my history here in Talking, I've been studying here since last December. Yes, I guess. And this is a little bit about me.
Okay, thank you so much, Erica. It's your turn, Mario.
Okay, let's go. My name is Mario Jr. Good evening for all. I was born and live here in Uberlândia, MJ. I live with my beautiful wife, Adriele, and our clever daughter, Eduarda. And here in our house, we also have a male cockatoo named Scott. I love singing praises, playing volleyball, and go to the gym. Include there's a church near our house, and as I don't work on weekends, I always go there to praise the Lord. And I'm here because I'm coming back to talk in English, and I'll get back my fluidity still in this 2022, 2025.
Okay, thank you so much, Mario. And about myself, guys, I am Andrea. I'm 47. I live in Guarujá. I am married. I don't have kids, don't have pets. I am administrative assistant in a Japanese restaurant, and I really enjoy talking in English. Of course, I need to improve a lot, but we are here for that, okay? So let's start the conversation, guys, because I believe that you will have a great time today. So, Erica, would you like to read and answer the next one, please?
For sure. I'm sorry. The first question. How do you define happiness in your whole life? For me, happiness is a feeling, is a moment that I feel happy. I think it's impossible you feel happy all the time. Like the video said, as I think it's important to embrace the life. So I enjoy the little things in my life that make me feel happy. So, for example, for me, the moment that I feel so happy when I arrive at home after a busy day, and I take away my shoes, I take my shower, and after that, I sit on the couch and I drink lemon juice. For me, it's a moment that I feel happiness. So, have my family, my friends, have health. This week, I get a little bit sick, and I feel so afraid about my life. I need more effort to breathe because when you breathe, you don't recognize that you are breathing. But
Mhm.
when you feel a lack of air, I can say that, you, I think you get more, how can I say? You understand the beautiful of their life. So for me, happiness is a moment, and for me, little things make me happy, make me feel happy. And I can say I'm Lucas with this dollar team. I love ice cream. So for me, uh, each ice cream is the moment of my life that I enjoy.
Nice, Erica. And I agree with you. You know, we just put some value in our health sometimes because when we are sick, uh, I passed through difficult situation 2 years ago with my mom. My mom had cancer and she's recovering yet, thank God, she's well. But we just realized that health is the most important thing that we have when we pass this kind of things, pass through this kind of things. So nowadays, I think happiness for me it's being healthy. I put so much value on it nowadays. Thank you, Erica. What about you, Maria?
So this is a tough question, but for me, happiness is a moment, and you can have happiness all the time. And of course, it's not possible, like Erica said, to be happy all the time. You have a problem if you have that. But moments of deep and loud is totally understand and normal. But for me, happiness can be like and not necessarily just buy things. For example, I would be so happy for a car. However, I don't need this car now in this moment to be happy. For example, being here and realize that I've learned a new word in English make me happy, or follow my routine, or talk to a friend and laugh a lot. For me, happiness is this, and you can have happiness all the time. All the time in simple things or more complex. Of course, for me, money brings happiness and things bring happiness. But however, the happiness is the moment. And you can be happy if simple things and with a big house. Of course, I would be so happy in a big house. However, I can be happy in my house at the same time. I
Wow,
consider
totally.
that's good. That's good.
Yes. totally agree with you, Maria. I love it, your answer, because I think it's that, sometimes just eating an ice cream, like as Lucas and Erica said, make us happy, and we need to value it a lot. For me, for example, I am really happy when I go to the concerts that I want to see. By the way, next week I will go to the concert, so I already imagining myself jumping and singing a lot. I am really excited for that. What about you, Mario?
Uh, for me, in short, happiness is a state of mind and something we can and should choose to live. My concept about it, it's just it's so simple, and that's it.
Yes, good answer too. What about you, Lucas?
It is difficult to define happiness because it has so meanings forms was a being happy, even if it is just a moment, but being able to record eating a photo or video, for example. Guys, for me, happiness is a state of a balance between emotional well-being, personal satisfaction, and the meaningful moments with the people I love. That's it.
Yeah, good one. Congrats, guys. You defined happiness in a great way. Congratulations, because it's not easy, right? I believe. So let's move on. Maria, would you like to read and answer the next one, please?
Okay, can happiness exist in their moments of sadness? Why or why not? That's a good question and tough. And I consider that, oh my gosh, you're making me, I'm intrigued of that. It can happen in their moments of sadness, but moments of sadness, life is like a balance. Sometimes we are so sadness and suddenly a happy moment comes. So I consider that sadness can make us happy. For example, follow more routine. This is so fucking boring. We don't want to follow every single day. Like, I don't know. Learning English for me is fun, but sometimes you need a little motivation and discipline to do that. So I do this every single day. Or for example, people hate going to the gym. I love it, but sometimes I don't want to go. But I have a goal, so I have to do it every single day. It could be a little sadness and effort in this case. But in the future, it will make me happiness. It will make me feel good body, less fat composition, or even I don't know. It's a goal that you want to achieve, and you need to have those sad moments during your day to achieve that. So, I consider that happiness here exists with sadness sometimes, and this is good because being so just happy, you won't achieve nothing.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I believe that happiness cannot exist without sadness. They walk together, guys, because for us to feel that we are happy, we need to pass sometimes for the bad moments, and bad moments comes to bad sadness, unfortunately, but not unfortunately, because imagine, you guys, it's so good when you, for example, you are sad because of something, and then something better happens, and you start being happy, and you forget the feeling that you are that you were feeling before, that sadness. But I do believe that we need to balance that, and they were together. I don't know. I think it's impossible to separate sadness and happiness. What about you, Erica?
I agree with you, Andrea and Maria. I believe happiness cannot exist without sadness moment. I think you not it's not possible to value happiness moment when you don't recognize the other side that is sadness, because sometimes you are living a storm, a big rain, but you need to understand that after that the sunshine. I think the life is a cycle. So if you feel happiness all the time, I think it's not healthy as well. And to feel sadness all the time is the same. So I think everything in the life is the process. Today what happiness, tomorrow what you feel sad. So you need to know that everything is the moment, but not happiness or sadness is not forever.
Yes, good point, Erica. Good point. I agree with your point of view. What about you, Mario?
Yeah, I think that sadness is the opposite of joy. So yes, as for me, happiness is a state of mind. Uh, we can be happy at the same time as we feel sadness, because like I said, happiness is a state of mind. And then we can have moments of sadness, but uh, it's independent. It's an independent thing of our real happiness. Okay, I think that.
Okay, good points too. And let's see about Brizola.
For, for me, no, because sadness helps us to value happy moments. The contrast between emotions makes happiness more meaningful. And how can we know what happiness if oh God, happiness is if we don't have a moment of sadness.
Okay, and I will continuing with you, guy, oh, Brizola. And guys, sorry, but I love this kind of topics, deep. We need to think a lot to answer, and we don't have the right or the wrong answer. We just need to, I don't know, to open our heart and try to put our ideas here. And the question number 4, I think it's a good one too. So, Brizola, would you like to read and answer, please?
Do you think happiness is a destination or a journey? Journey, what? Journey, journey.
Journey, yeah,
Why?
journey.
For me, happiness is a journey because it is not something we achieve in the main thing forever, but rather a continuous process of experience and learning. That's
Okay, that's it. Nice. Thank you, Brizola. What about you, Mario?
I think happiness is a a long journey, and a long and wonderful journey for the life, because we go living with happiness and enjoying and learning and growth in our lives, and knowing other people, and uh, our happiness will increase every day and every moment and every time. And I agree with Lucas too. It's really a great journey.
Yes. I don't know, guys. I have my opinion, but I would like to listen in you. So, Erica, what do you think about this question?
I agree. If guys, happiness is a journey because when you have a dream, you need some time to achieve your goal, and you should enjoy the process, the journey. And in this road, you learn about yourself, you learn about your feelings. I think it's so important you enjoy the process. And when Mario Junior said, I was thinking about the last question because I believe the happiness and sadness could coexist. You can feel happy and sad at the same time. For example, I give you example. When I decide to live abroad, when I was at the airport, I feel a mix of the feelings because I'm so happy to because I was living Brazil. I was traveling to another country, but at the same time, I feel so sad. I cried a lot because I left Brazil. I left my parents' house. I left my friends. So part of me is stay in Brazil, but part of me go away. So I think so. So deep to talk about feelings because it's strange, but I believe happiness is a journey and is a process, and you should enjoy this moment because you can grow up, you can develop yourself in this process.
Yes, Erika, you said everything in my opinion, because I agree with you about the coexist happiness and sadness, and this mix of feeling, that we feel in that time. I can imagine it, what you were feeling, and I do believe that, I don't know, maybe you are sadness, you were sad, but as you said, at the same time, you were happy. And maybe the happiness brings not just the happiness, but if you start to thinking about what you were doing in that time, I believe that you felt really proud of yourself, because it's not easy to take a decision to go to another country, even though that that you will return. Okay, but you are let your family, your a lot of things in Brazil, but at the same time to face and overcoming some fears that we have when it's happening to go to other country. It's a really good sensation, So I do believe that you said everything. At the same time, this feeling, sadness and happiness. And also, I agree, guys, that the happiness is not a destination, it's a journey, because our lives is a journey, right? And I believe that when we focus just like speaking in English, let me give an example for you about English. We are here in this journey to get better, with the language. So we are almost every day here. Brizola comes to here to talk and talk every moment. But us is almost every day we are here talking in English. And I believe that we need to enjoy the process. And the same can be the life and the happiness. We need to enjoy the journey. We not need to focus just on the destination. Oh, one day I will achieve my dream, I will be fluent, and I want to be fluent quickly. No, we need to enjoy the journey. So just a comparison about it, not a comparison, just an example to put my idea, and I don't know if you got it, my idea, guys, but I believe that is a journey too. Let's see about you, Maria. What do you think?
So I just agree with everyone. Happiness is a journey because we can't just focus on the goal. We had to enjoy every single day because to achieve an ambitious goal, we need to do a little bit of things during the day, during the week, and during the hours and manage it. And happiness brings in that time. Because, for example, going to the gym sometimes can be tough. However, you this encompass a lot of skills like discipline, self-improvement. You have to pick up more. I forgot how to say pieces in English. I know it, but I forgot. You have to pick up more every single day. You have to follow a routine. You have to go at least 4 or 5 times uh, per week, and this is essential and to make you better. It's not just that perfect body, but you learn a lot of things and you have more skills with that. And it can be for anything. For example, to learn a new language, you have to have patience. And the more distance this language is from your native language, like English, I consider it's really tough than Spanish. To learn, you have to have patience, to have discipline, and through this journey, we learn a lot and you'll be happy. Sometimes you don't know how to say a word and you repeat every single day. One time you retrieve it. One time you're listening to a podcast in English and catch a refrain or a movie. This is the best moment when you are learning the language. I remember when I was seeing a movie that was subtitles and English was so incredible. And this is magnificent. And you'll be happy because you were TV, you had patience to do that. I consider that is very incredible.
Yes, Maria, totally agree with you, and the good point too. Okay, guys, let's move on. Mario, it's your turn to choose another question, or if you want, we can follow the sequence. It's up to you.
Let's to the next number 5. Is it possible to be happy all the time, or do we need contrast to appreciate happiness? Okay, I repeat. I believe we can be happiness all the time, even in sadness. Life is about contrast. We have it all the time, and we need to learn how to live beyond life's difficulties and our problems. And then we really can be happy and have happiness uh, independent of the contrasts of our lives. Okay.
Yeah, I agree with you, Mario, because, for example, guys, sometimes we are working, you know, and we don't have a good day at work, and we are upset or something like that. But when you arrive at home, maybe your husband, your wife is there waiting for you with a good food, maybe your oh my gosh, preferida food, favorite food, favorite dish, and automatically, immediately, you change your mood. It's happening a lot with me. Sometimes I don't have a good job, a good day at work, but when I arrive in my house, even the fact that I can open my computer and attending on meeting here on Talk and Talk, could not be my immersion, can be the other host, but it's a way that I can refresh my mind. So I think I do believe that about this question is possible be happy all the time, even though we have difficult times. I agree. What do you think, Erika?
Uh, in my case, I can say I cannot be happy, feel happiness all the time. For me, it is not possible to be happy when I am 50 p.m. This is a human issue. I don't feel happy when in the cloudy weather. I don't like when it rainy a lot in my city. I feel so sad, a little bit depressed. I can say this, but I really believe that's important. You feel sadness sometimes to contrast happiness in order to value the good moments that you have in your life. So I think it's important to balance good and bad feelings because I always said I always say life is not a strawberry. So you have that good moment and bad moment, and this is life. For me, it's normal.
Yes, I like it, your phrase. Life is not a sombrero. I like it. Thank you, Erica. What do you think, Maria?
So this is hard. In my case, I think that all the time is a little impossible because sometimes we'll have a bad moment or something related to that. However, it's possible to be happy in any moment of your lives. Like when you bring home after a long time on the street or in your job or things like that. For me, that is so possible because I'm not a person that like to be sad. For me, it's like very unhappy to be sad. No, it's contradiction, and it is make me. I don't want to be sad. I will try to manage this. I don't like to be sad for if 2 follow days or more. For me, it's a waste of time because life. We can be happy, so we can create a new thing. We can think about a new solution, and sometimes it could happen, but for me, I'm more a positive person. I'm not like all the time happy or everything is good, like flowers all the time. But for me, I don't like to waste my time being unhappy because it won't change nothing. I really like that type of philosophy codes. I don't know the name in English. It's called, oh, that's so famous, stoicism. And for me, it's very like that. For example, we have things that we can control. So
Mhm.
we don't need to be sad about that. Of course, this is very hard and we need a good mind to have this. But for me, it's like life is like stoicism is so good to try to search about that philosophy, for example.
Yes, nice, Maria, and I agree with you. Sometimes we just waste the time, thinking about things that we don't have the control, as you said, and you will not change it. So why you are thinking too much about it? So the mindset is really important on it, be a positive person and try to always see the good side of the grass, the path, I agree with you. I think the mindset makes all the difference. What do you think, Brizola?
I believe that you will need a contrast if we're always happiness or lose its value in meaning. That's it.
Okay, guys. Guys, I would like to skip to the question number 7. So, Maria, have you ever chased something thinking it would make you happy only to realize it didn't? What was it?
These questions want to say like buy a thing that I don't necessarily need to be happy and realize that it didn't make me happy.
Yes.
Okay. Buy things, for example. I'm not a person addicted to buy, but sometimes I go to for example, it's not sparkling for me, but for example, I don't have something specific, but when you buy things in general, I feel very happy. But I don't buy things to be happy. However, happiness brings come when you buy things. It's about advertising and everything. Can be like when I get a new, for example, when I got this phone, I was needed that because my computer is of bad quality of sound, sound,
Sounds,
sounds,
sounds.
sound, sound, and I felt happy. However, I forgot about that. Could be when I buy something. I don't have something specific because I look for necessity and sometimes happiness. We when you buy things, but because I try to be rational, but sometimes I don't. It can be like when I buy something, like a clothes. It make you very happy in the beginning, but not necessarily you make your life better.
Yes, good
But
point,
the
Maria.
sensation is perfect.
And I was thinking about some food as well, you know. Sometimes we want to eat
Yeah.
something. Oh my gosh, it will makes me really happy. And when we eat, we realize that, oh, it's just that. No, I was
Yes.
expected more about that, you know.
I can say that food, for example. Yeah. Sometimes I pick up a pizza and say, oh, very incredible. After that, I was like, oh, it is not
Yeah,
so incredible.
yes, that's it. Thank you, Maria. What do you think, Erika?
I believe it's a problem nowadays because you live the social media era. So maybe sometimes you think I need to buy something, but not for yourself because you compare your life with others, and everyone say buy this, buy that, but you don't need. But you create your mind this necessity and you buy after after you achieve this thing, you realize this is not important. I don't need this. I think it's a big problem. In my case, I'm like Maria. I'm not a person. You have addiction to buy everything. I need a computer as well. I have a computer since it's 2010, so I need to buy another one. But I believe you need to pay attention about our feelings. When I do like to buy something, I wait for 3 days. After 3 days, if I still wanna buy something, I will buy because it's my time to recognize if there's necessity or not. In my case, I think it's important thing to do because sometimes you just buy for buying. I think it's not healthy.
Yeah, but to have this control is really hard, right, Erika? And congratulations that you have it, you know. 3 days thinking about buy something sometimes, guys. I am not a consumist person. Con I think I don't have this problem, but sometimes when I fix in my mind that I need something, I cannot wait for that, you know. If I want an air conditioner, for example, I will go to how can I say that? Many places to find that because I just put in my mind that I want a new conditioner, air conditioner, and something like that. And guys, I have an example to share with you because I ride a motorcycle for a long time, and I had one that never, nunca me deixou na mão, nunca sei, não sei falar isso. And okay, my motorcycle was had almost 10 years, almost 10 years. But okay, it was working normal. Okay, I could go to my job to return to my house perfectly. And then I decided to change my motorcycle for another new. And guys, to be honest, I think it was not a good idea because this new motorcycle have already made me deixou na mão one day. Like 1 year and me deixou na mão. And the another one with almost 10 years, never. So it's something that if I could think in more, I think I would not have changed my motorcycle, at least for now. For now, yeah. But it's okay. It's part of life, you know. We cannot win every time. What about you, Mario?
I was already an investor, and I wanted to become a trader. I believed I would make a lot of money. But when I saw how unlikely it was, and I ended up losing a lot of money, I realized that it wasn't really what I wanted.
Yeah, it's difficult, right? Because we cannot lost money, guys. Money it's really important. And for people that know that say that money cannot bring happiness, I don't agree, you know. Cannot bring the entire life with happiness, but the moment, of
For
course, in the
sure.
good life, you have you do prefer, for example, be happy in Bahia or be happy in, I don't know, in Dubai,
Yes. You won't
right?
be in Paris in that morning.
That's it, Maria. What about you, Lucas?
Um, Question number 7, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Um, Not related to materials goods, because for me, material goods are a reflection of my accomplishment. But yes, when I have a working project that I like it, yes, is excited, happy at the first, but I say that I could not adapt to it, and the happiness turned to sadness, and the performance began to decline. Even so, I continued because many people dependia of the conclusão of the project. That is.
Yeah. Yeah, we cannot find the happiness all the time, guys. I agree with you. Guys, just to finish our conversation, we have a little time. The question number 9, thinking about one sentence, for example, if you had to define happiness in just one sentence, what would it be? So, Brizola.
Happiness is finding meaning in the contentment in life's journey, regardless of the circumstances.
Good one. Congrats. What about you, Mario?
Happiness is a state of mind. As I said, uh, since the start of the immersion.
Yes, good one too. Okay, Erica.
I can say, live your life in the best way you can. I think this is it.
Wow, good one. I love it. What about you, Maria?
For me, life, oh, happiness is a moment that can found in any part of your day, routine, or everything. But with money, it could be a little better.
I agree with you, Maria. And I don't know, guys, maybe one sentence to define happiness, in my opinion. I don't know. Happiness is do everything that you like without concern about the others people thoughts. That's it. Because sometimes we think about a lot about it, you know, to be judged or something like that. But of course, I will follow Maria with a lot of money in your pocket. You can do the best, okay? Okay, guys, unfortunately, we don't have so much time, but I really liked the conversation. I hope you have liked it too. If you want to say something, feel free, open your mic and share with me what did you think about the conversation.
I
The
enjoy a
conversation.
lot. Thank you so much.
Yeah, me neither. It
Thank you.
makes me very happy.
Nice. Thank you, guys. Thank you for coming this Friday night. And I put on the chat the survey. I would like to ask you to answer for me. It's really important to keep improving the meetings, okay, and to my development as well. And guys, my next immersion will be on Monday at 8 p.m. And another deep topic, in my opinion, what makes a place feel like home? So the questions are already on the planner. If you want to participate, please go there, take a look if you like or not. And I hope see you on the immersion, okay, guys? Thanks so much for coming, Brizola, Mario, Erica, and Maria. Have a great night and see you around, guys. Bye bye.
Bye bye,
Okay, good
guys. Good
night.
night.
Be
Bye
happy, everyone.
bye.
Yes, be happy.
Yes.
We have
Send money to me. I'll be very happy in Paris.